Okay, so now moving on to your next illustration, you have illustration 4. I think I've sent the notes on the group and you've checked out the information. Now, as per following the format, you will have to repeat the same thing again. But here you have the information which is being given to you all, and you need to classify under various heads and you need to proceed with your solution. Okay, so this is about it. You need to classify under different head, calculating your prime cost, your factory cost, your cost of production, cost of sales, and your profit. For profit, in order to calculate your profit, you need to see whether the sales information is given, and you need to just balance your total cost, and you need to minus the sales figure to see whether it is profit or loss. Okay. Okay. See. We've got profit in this particular thing. Now, next one, you have illustration 5. Under your illustration 5, here the complete information is given, that is inventories at the beginning. You have inventories at the beginning, that is raw material and finished goods. So while you're recording prime cost, while you're calculating prime cost, finished goods will not be coming. Okay, finished goods is only for calculating cost of goods sold, which will come later on after you calculate your cost of production. Okay, before your selling and distribution expenses, when you calculate your cost of production, after that you will be taking your cost of goods sold. So in your first part, you will take inventories at the beginning, that is opening stock of raw material plus your purchases. If purchase of raw material is given, take purchases of raw material. Deduct that with your closing stock of raw material and whatever information regarding your closing stock is being given. Okay, please refer the entire question for it. You have your productive wages, you have okay, you have carriage inwards, you have carriage outwards. All of this information will be considered. Okay, so to begin with your particular solution, you will have to see what the information is given. Okay, so opening stock of raw materials is given to you all. Add that particular thing with purchases. Okay, once you add opening stock of raw materials and you add it with your purchases, you get the particular total, that is 51,250. Okay, and you also add your carriage inwards. If the information of carriage inwards is given, that is 1250, add it with the add it and you will take the particular total, that is 51,250. Okay, deduct this particular amount, that is 51,250 with the closing stock of raw material, that is 12,000. Okay, after you deduct next amount, you take it in the total column. Okay, in the outer column, sorry. So 51,250 minus 12,000 will give you 39,250. That will be your raw material which is consumed. Okay, this will be your raw material that will be consumed. Now add this raw material consumed with productive wages. Productive wages is also given in your question. Okay, add it with your thing, that is 62 direct, that is 6250. Okay, when you add this, you will get your prime cost. You will add your productive wages, your direct expenses. Okay, this is just cross inverted. Okay, there is just a printing mistake. So with this printing mistake, I would take your productive wages, that is 1,002, take your direct expenses, that is 6250, and your productive wages, that is 10,000 rupees. Now when you take it, you will add these three amounts, that is you will get the final total, that is 55,500. Okay, because there's a printing mistake, your productive wages is 10,000 and your direct expenses is 6250. Okay, please make it clear. Now, after which you will get your prime cost. Next, you have your next heading, that is your factory overhead. Take all of the information under your factory's overhead and take the total. Now, your total of 3750, your 6250, 6500 and 3200. Okay. 3750, 62250 plus 6500 plus 3200. You will get the entire total of factory cost as 75700. Now you already got your prime cost as your total, right? That is 55,500. Now add 55,500 and 75700 to get your factory cost. Okay, plus 75700 plus 55,500, that will give you 1,31,200. This will be your factory cost. Similarly, next take office overhead, or include all the entries which have to be which are supposed to come under your factory overhead, under your office overhead. After which you take this particular total, add this total with your 1,31,200 and you will get your cost of production, that is 201700. Okay, after which you saw in the earlier information, that is you need to calculate your cost of goods sold. How will you calculate your cost of goods sold? To your cost of production, add your opening stock of finished goods, okay, and deduct it with the closing stock of finished goods. Again, there is a slight mistake. Your opening stock of finished goods is 10,500 and your closing stock is 7,000. Okay, when you add when you take the total amount of cost of production, that is 201,700 plus your opening stock of finished goods, that is 10,500, you will get the total as 212200. Deduct this with 7,000, that is closing stock of finished goods, you will get 205200, which will be your cost of goods sold. Okay, this will be your cost of goods sold. Your cost of goods sold is 205200. There is a printing mistake. Please do not get confused. Next, you have selling and distribution as your heading. Now, for your selling and distribution, calculate the entire, take into consideration all the entries that you need to take into consideration. Again, you find out what the total of these 5 amounts are and add it with 205200. You will get 266850 as your total cost. Okay. Now you found out your total cost. Now find out whether sales information is given. If sales information is given, yes, it's given. It is 3 lakh rupees. Now take the sales information and find out the balancing figure. 266850 minus 3 lakhs, which will give you either profit or loss. Here your profit is in, here it is the balancing figure is greater, sales amount is greater, so you're getting profit, that is 33150. Okay, so you are arriving at profit. Similarly, moving on to the next problem, you have illustration 6. Again, it is a similar problem wherein it is asking you to find out prime cost, works cost, cost of production, cost of sales and profit. Okay, here it is also asking you to find out what is cost of sales also. Okay, again you need to just classify under various headings. Okay, but if you notice here, there is a slight difference. Okay, here it is asking you to calculate the manager's salary. Manager's salary is 2/3 for factory and 1/3 for office. So manager's salary will come under factory overhead also and office and administration overhead also. So when you're taking under factory overhead, factory's heading, you need to do 2/3 of manager's salary, that is 12,000 into 2/3, and under office it is 1/3, that is 12,000 into 1/3. I will show it to you here. See, when you're taking manager's salary under your factory's heading, you will take 12,000 into 2/3 into 2 divided by 3, that is 8,000. You will only take 8,000 here. Okay, now 8,000 and you will take the total. Now in your office and administration, you will take the what is the manager's salary? It is 12,000. How much is it for office? It is 1/3, right? Into 1 divided by 3, that is 4,000 rupees. You will take 4,000 here. That's it. Okay, this is only the working note which is being provided when you're taking the manager's salary. Rest remains the same. Find out the total cost of sales as usual. Your total cost or your cost of sales will be the same. Okay, you can either name it as cost of sales or your total cost. Now, let's move on to your next problem, that is illustration 7. Now, under your illustration 7, here you have few working notes, okay? You have your opening stock, you have purchases, closing stock, direct labor, factory overhead, and office and administration. Okay, so it says finished stock, opening stock 500 units at the rate of 11.20 per unit, closing stock 1,500 units at the rate current cost price. Profit on sale is 20%, selling and distribution expenses 20,000, units produced is 25,000.